Hello again, I'm back with the third bag, if you're not bored to tears by now. And this one is another kit. I've used another kit to make all of this, including the paper that I've glued onto the bag. And this is for the Artymaze design team project for June. I'm part of her design team, and again wanted to show how you could use the kits in a different way, really. To just straightforwardly in a journal. This is a kit called My Sweet Rose, and I'll go through it fairly quickly. It's the same format as the others, although the individual items are probably all slightly different. Obviously you can see what I've done on the front. The charm, I've used an angel charm on the front here. This again is part of the kit cut down and made into a postage stamp with some vintage silk and a little bit of, not vintage, but a little bit of lace. This is from the kit in my frame, and a button card again with one of the printables cut down to make that. This one is chock-a-block full. I get a bit carried away sometimes, just keep going. And then when I came to put it in the bag, it filled it rather full. Anyway, so in here we've got a square envelope decorated with a bit of lace, and I've included some vintage playing cards and such like in there. This envelope is similar to the others that I've made, but I've used a little bit of cheesecloth on there. And in here I've made some of the printables into journal cards and a tag there. They're mounted onto cards, so they're quite sturdy. Let's pop that back on there while I'm doing it. There we go. This is a simple tag with a little bit of lace and pearl decoration. That's one of the printables. And there's a set of 4 tags, I think, and I've backed them back to back so that you've got similar on both sides. This is one of the printables printed onto tracing paper and mounted over music paper to make a decoupage type image tag. And this is cut from one of the printables as well and made into a miniature tag there. This is a journal card. You can see how I've decorated that, and I've put a tab on the top, and then I've used a pocket from the kit on the back there, so you could put something in there if you wanted to. This is a T-card tag. Again, I've used some of the papers that I've covered it with and torn down to make the backing. I've cut a sort of T-card size image from one of the images. Excuse me, frog's back. This is a Tracy Fox hanging tag, again using papers from the kit. This is one of the images from the kit, which I've decorated with sari silk lace and pearls. This again is a little bit different. This is, hopefully you can see all of that. This is from the kit, the torso, and again I've backed 2. There's actually card in between, but I've backed them, and then I've decorated this with some lace, tulle and some ribbon and a little rose and some pearls here, and that you could hang or you use however you want, obviously. This one is one of the images which wasn't quite big enough for my tag, so I've put some paper from one of the other printables, one of the other images behind it, and that turned out really nice. The vellum on the top and a little bird charm there. This is the postcard. These words were already on the image, and all I've done with that is just draw around them just to make them pop a little bit more with my postcard back. And a final image here with a tab that I've decorated with some vintage doily, some flowers, a bit of glitter, and again I've put one of the pockets on the back of that. And I just want to show you the bag, because again I've used what would be one of a journal page, I've cut it down to use like you would scrapbook paper really, and the same on the back here. So that's turned out really nice. And a little bit of that too will be going into my Etsy shop. I'm going to do another Artymaze one using the nature kit. The name is escaping me at the moment, but anyway, this is what I've printed off, and my plan is to do it as a tutorial to show you how I put those bags and tags together. But it won't be probably for a week or two at least. I've got to work out how to get my camera set up, and while I'm here I'm just going to show you these quickly because I'm so in love with these. I've been having a go at boho beads, and these, I'm obsessed with making them. They turn out so pretty. Can you see those? So these probably will be finding their way onto journals, or I'm not quite sure yet. I might even make them into pendants for me to wear. Aren't they gorgeous? I've looked at loads of tutorials. Sagita Coffee Stains, I think, did one of the original ones, but I might be wrong about that. So I can't remember everybody, I'm really sorry. And anyway, you kind of work out your own way of doing it as you go along. But those are mine. So thank you to everybody who's put tutorials up for these. You're brilliant, and thank you for sharing, and I will definitely be making more of these. They're so lovely. Thank you for watching.